When you do look ahead to Saturday and sort of knowing the spectacle pregame, what do you think that night will be like for your group?
Uh, it's for certain players like Bax, remembers really well. A lot of the guys that are still here were a part of Jerome's. And you see the emotion that's in the building, and you see from the ceremonies and the way people speak about Kipper in this situation, there is emotion that comes with it. So it's a neat experience for players to be a part of, to see someone's jersey get raised to the rafters.
Is there value in them? I mean, I know there is value. That's the wrong way to ask it. But, it's a big part of the city's and the sporting culture's history, what Kippersoft did here. Is it important for the players just to sort of understand that?
Yes, and I would say I think they do understand that. I mean, when you talk about the Calgary Flames, you often hear of Lanny, you hear of Jerome, and you hear of Kipper. Those are the names that people often talk about. So everybody's very familiar with what he did for this team. There's a lot of talk of how he had the ability to put the team on his back and win games on his own. So people know all about him.
With ceremonies like that, does it give the team a little bit of an extra buzz going into the game?
Of course, I think it will for sure, and I think having Pittsburgh here as well is another reason why there's going to be some good energy in that building. So I know our crowd's going to be really excited to see the ceremony, and I think they'll be really excited once the game starts as well.
You guys have won 4 straight games. You've got momentum. There was a lot of energy at practice today. Maybe not the ideal schedule with 3 days between games, so how do you try to keep that energy up?
Well, we wanted them to skate today so we could give them almost a day and a half off. So tomorrow's a scheduled day off for the players, and then we have a good practice on Friday. So what we've asked of them now is just get away, clear your heads, and when we come back on Friday ready to work, let's make sure we're preparing to do what we have to do, and that's play our best hockey, because as we talked about the last little bit, we need to, and we need to find a way to continue to win games.
What would be your advice to a young player, and maybe a young Canadian player specifically, who is about to face Sidney Crosby for the first time?
Enjoy it, for one. I mean, don't be starstruck. That's one important thing. You have a game to play, but I do think that when you face one of the better players in the league, it's something that players will look at and be like, wow, I'm actually playing against a Sidney Crosby, for example. But at the same time, that's it. And then you move on, and then you're ready to play and ready to do what you have to do to win a game.